Hey everyone, I found this stone and it sort of had the same color as a coffee bean, so I had to cut it. Maybe it'll be a coffee gem? Hi everyone, this is Clayton from the Sand and Shore Shop, and I take things like this and turn it into stuff like this. Come and watch me make shiny stuff. Hey everyone, this is Clayton from the Sand and Shore Shop, and like I said, I saw this stone yesterday. The sun was hitting it, which it usually is for these stones, and I'm like, my gosh, that's the same color as coffee. It's like, well, I had to pick it up. I mean, coffee. Coffee and possible shiny? Yeah, really, I had to pick that up. So let's take a look at this thing. As you can see, it's got this dark color. It might be something like smoky quartz. So, ho, gravity's working fine today. So let me get this cleaned up a little bit, and that'll help us tell. I'm dripping stuff everywhere. Good grief. All right, got stone cleaned up a little bit, and it's got some freaky colors to it, man. It seems to be clear at times, but it also has that smoky quartz look, which I really think it's some type of smoky quartz. I might have to, let's bring out the dental pick of destiny here, because we definitely have some different colors on top of this, which probably means it's loose. But I've been wrong every time I've said that. Now let me see if I can pull. Ooh, this is chipping off. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm half tempted to get the BFH out and whack this thing, but I really don't think that's a good idea. Oh my God. Don't worry, BFH, we will bring you out. So, well, definitely this part is loose. So that's not good for, whoa, stuff flying everywhere. Good grief. You know, I've been trying to break a piece off like that for ages, and it hasn't done it till now. Thank you, dental pick of destiny. Well, it looks like, hey, there is some of it right there. Can we see that? Can we see it? Can you see it? Off you go into the bin. I'm thinking the only way I'm really going to be able to tell what to do. Oh, wait a minute. Here's an edge. Let's see. Nope, that ain't coming off either. Well, I am going to have to take this over onto this grinding wheel and maybe take some of this loose area off and see if I can bring some semblance of order to this, because this is really nice. I don't want to waste any of it. I don't, because it could really turn out to be a really nice stone. Got a fracture going here. Let me take it in the wheel for a little bit, get some of this off so I can see what's going on. I shall be right back. Oh, alrighty, I am back, and let me get this cleaned off. I did a little more cutting on it than I intended to, and mostly just because I'm trying to see what all this stuff is going on in here. And I was trying to see if this, now let's get this up here like that. Trying to see if this line is actually solid or not. And it's actually, if I get the dental pick of destiny, it doesn't seem to be catching. Right there it does a little bit, but this actually seems to be pretty solid. This fracture in here seems to be pretty solid. And I actually ran the dental pick of destiny into my finger trying to check on this top piece, which was not pleasant. If you look on this side, stop drying off. There's a lot of stuff going on in there, and this could be a really, really nice stone. So I want to decide, and you can see this might be riculated quartz and smoky quartz mix, because there's inclusions right in here and right in here. I hope you can see those. Right there and right there. But all this stuff going on up here is going to make it, I don't know, not to say difficult, but it's going to make it interesting. See if I can save as much of this stone as possible, because I thought about cutting it like right across here, but I don't think that's going to be in our best interest. So I think the best thing to do now is to get this thing on a dop stick. I love how they dry out fast like that. Best thing for me to do is to get new fingers. Best thing for me to do is to get this on a dop stick. And then I can shape that better. Although this is going to be a pain right here. This chipped up piece. Because I'm afraid if I take it down, you can really see it from the side there. If I take it down to here, it's going to thin it out too much. And I might lose some of those cute little thingies that are inside there, which I do not want to do. So let me get this on a stick and we'll go from there. Yeah, well, I'm back and I didn't dop it. Because what I did was I changed that angle on the back. Stop jiggling. I changed the angle on the back of the stone to take almost all of that out. And I still have enough that I can make a decent stone out of that. So, using my brain for a chance. Chance? If I could use my brain to talk, it would be a lot better. Let me dop this thing. And I'm going to try to use wax. So expect the worst. Okay, I have it on a stick with some wax. So we'll see how long this lasts. I put a lot of wax on there. Hopefully that will hold. So I'm going to take it over onto the wheel. Yes. And I'll be back, hopefully with a nice shaped stone. Okay, I'm not done cutting on this thing yet. Actually, the grinder is still running. But this here, I was excited. This is starting to cut out. And I'm hoping all of this white stuff here is going to go away. Because it looks like it's only down so far. If it does, that means we're going to have a beautiful piece of smoky quartz. And I'm excited. I'm going back to finish it up. Well, I am back quicker than I figured I would because that thing came off of the dop stick right in the middle of getting to where the exciting part was. So now's a good time for me to point this out a little bit better. If you can see, this stuff here is starting to disappear. If you look down the side, it looks like it's only this deep. And the same way right here. Hopefully I'll be able to cut a lot of this out and maybe just have a small piece up here once I get it back onto a stick. So I'm going to have to redop this with something more solid. And that's probably going to be, well, it's not going to be wax. It's not going to be hot glue. It's going to be epoxy. Well, I'm back before the stone's dopped, but after I dried it, guess what? You can oh my god, that's hot! Oh, okay. I had it heated up to get it dried off, and man, is it still hot. Took a moment for me to realize it, but then it was like, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Okay, you can see, here is that fissure. It really shows up when the stone is dry. There's one right here. Okay. Some of that's going to have to stay. A good bit of it's going to be gone because I can cut down here and cut the dome of the cab up. But this one is nearly gone. It looks like it's really steep angle like this. And we might be able to get that all out and end up with a decent sized pretty stone. So I'm kind of psyched. So I'm going to dop this and try not to burn my hand again. I shall be back. I'm going to lose my freaking marbles. I don't have many marbles, but I'm going to lose the ones I have. Because, you know, all those new dop sticks that I just bought and cut, they are all holding a stone right now. Every bloody one of them. I'm just going to freak out. Okay, I am back. And we have a stone on a dop stick now. And it's not going to fall off. Yeah, hey. It'll be harder to get it off, but I'd rather deal with that. Well, I worked this stone down on the wheel. Well, you can see there are some fissures in there. There's a big one right here. There's one here, and there's a few across here. If you can... Oh, man, I'll have to make this wet. Pardon my saliva. All right, what we got going on here is if we look at this side, right there is a big crack. I was able to cut it out mostly till it started to get solid enough that it wasn't showing up here on the top. And we have one here, and we have a chip piece right there. But I think this might come out in the polishing. But I don't really want to take it out too much more on the wheel. Wow, that's drying out fast. I love that. That's cute. So I'm going to take it across to 500 grit now. And, oh, here's the 500 grit. We'll take it across there, and we'll see how it starts to look. Oh, by the way, this is tomorrow. Yesterday was today. Now tomorrow is today. Today is the tomorrow of yesterday. I like that. Today is the tomorrow of yesterday. Alrighty. Well, I finished that up pretty much. I took it back over in the wheel for a minute, and I took some more of that out right there. It looks better than it did, but it's going to continue down through there for nearly the entire depth of the stone. So I wasn't about to go any deeper, though it did improve a little bit. As you can see, there's a lot of little cracks in there. Some of them will not show up so bad when it's completely polished, but it's not going to be a super high quality stone. So maybe you can see a little better there. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to take a little bit more off the top here. Then we're going to get the 1000 grit out and get this thing polished up to the max. Alrighty. I got her cleaned up, and I got the 1000 grit paper here. And as you can see, when it's wet, it doesn't look too terrible bad. That's an idea what it's going to look like when it's polished. So let's see if this 1000 grit still has enough life in it to finish this up. I'm thinking it does. So I'm going to turn off the camera. And when I'm done here, we'll have a better look. Okay, she's pretty much as good as I can get it. And the paper is just falling to pieces. As you can see, I have all the gnarlies off of there, and it's looking pretty nice. You know, make it wet, it's even shinier. Well, it's not going to stay wet because it's too shiny. So the only thing to do next is take her over onto the cerium oxide wheel and put the super shine to it. Let me get this cleaned up. I will be right back. Okay, well, I'm back, and here's what we got. I mean, it's not the best piece of smoky quartz. Got some fissures and some inclusions and some cracks in there, but I tell you what, for just a stone I picked up out in the yard, I'd say this one is pretty darn nice. And it's definitely a shiny. This one's a win. So I'm gonna be extra careful taking this off, so I'm gonna be right back. Stone is off of the stick. Why don't you stop shaking? Stone is off the stick, and you know what we got here? There's some ritulations in there, and I can't say that word right. I hope you can see this properly. Okay, come on, focus. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's some, maybe if I had something white. Oh, can't use that. Nope. Oh, why can't I find what I need? Maybe that'll do it. Maybe that'll bleach the whole picture out too. I don't know. But there are some little, well, why don't I get over onto the, nope, that doesn't help. And I dropped it. But anyhow, there are some, if you could see, maybe you can see through there, but there are some inclusions in there that are really nice. And even the back of the stone, I gave it a quick run over with 1000 grit, and it doesn't look too terrible bad. I could polish it up a little bit more, and it might make this shine better. But like I said, this is definitely a win. So if you like the video, subscribe. Hit that button down there, subscribe, give us a like. And thanks for spending some time with me, and have a good evening.